Alright, so today I went to another Gnostic Mass. It was not my first one. I've been to plenty of Gnostic Masses at the Ordo Templi Orientis Lodge, their Oasis in Philadelphia. The one they have in Philadelphia is called Felicis. This one they had people come in from Azul Knox. Another Oasis they have one in Hanover and I think they won Portland, Maine. They have like one in New Orleans and like all the major cities. So probably like Los Angeles and I don't know. I always feel like as a child before I knew about this secret society, like whenever my family we were walking in cities, I'd always see some like black gates and or some mysterious door, and I'd wonder what's behind there or what side doing. Like just each one, I'd look at it, stare like they're connected or something. And now I know that a lot of times they probably are. Yeah, Orton Blue Oriana. So this was their Gnostic Mass. I think it's they have some classes open to the public. This is their main event, celebrating Aleister Crowley, their prophet, and like I think they have feasts for one for Aleister Crowley and Friedrich Nietzsche, like, I guess philosophers. So today when I went, unfortunately Nate and Mariah weren't there. They were the only two I really am interested in. So I felt like this time around I maybe shouldn't have gone because felt like just a waste of time. Or I mean, it was far away from me, so I know I could have just stayed home and did cool stuff. Actually, I even knew about a drum circle and just a few miles from my house I could have gone to, but I I thought this was a special one, so and I mean, yeah, they say thanks for coming, but I guess they always say that. Um, so I'm not sure how many people there are actually like conscious or like they like to think. I mean, this society is meant for people who want to know about stuff that's very occult or that most people don't know about because I know about these Masonic orders that like they have different degrees. The first one's venerable, at least in Ordo Templi Orientis. I haven't gotten any degrees or even like applied to like actually join this society. Just the Gnostic Mass are open to the public. Um, so I think you got your venerable, then first degree, and then second, then I think they have an adept and different names for it as you go up. And other societies like Golden Dawn, maybe AA, I don't know which one, but so they have tests for when you wanna graduate from one degree to the next. They have tests like one is you have to sit in a yoga pose for 1 hour and they put a full glass of water on your head. And if one drop of the water falls, you don't pass. So obviously they're pretty serious. Another test is like they have to know you master the astral plane. So you're given a symbol or you have to describe a symbol to them, and you can't find the symbol in any books or the internet, and you have to find it on the astral plane, and that's as far as I know. So this mass, there was this one guy I talked to, Brandon. He kind of like he said this was his first time at this organization. So a lot of people I find like, even older people, they just didn't know about this their whole life. And, you know, when my teacher used to talk about the blinders, maybe he was talking about, you know, being like racehorse and not noticing this, you know, secret societies or the things they teach you about. Like, I believe in the energies of food, the spirits of food, like uh, food that's local or, you know, that's eaten relatively when it's made is gonna have electromagnetic energy around it. I mean, we actually know that with curling photography. It just makes sense. Like, most of human history, grocery stores weren't a thing, or there wasn't really importation of stuff from, like, continent to continent or country to country. So I think food, like, when I take an apple, if it was grown in the USA or the same state or nearby, it'll taste better than an apple that was grown in, like, Chile or, I don't know, wherever it was from, another country. And also, like, the intention around by the, or the kind of energy of the people who handled the food or whatever product before it was given to you is that also passes on. So, like, the fear or the trauma of the animals that were killed in the animal agriculture industry, or the fear and kind of, I don't know, bad feelings or a feeling of being under threat all the time by the people who have to grow avocados. Like, if you actually watch the documentary, avocados in Mexico are called blood avocados because there are kidnappings and, like, people are tortured and, yeah, for them because people want to steal each other's avocados because they're more than their weight in gold. Or, oh no, there's big controversy, like, in Chile, like, they deprive everyone of water. Like, the public doesn't have water because it all goes to the avocados. And yeah, so I don't. That's why I don't eat avocados. Because, like, if you knew all things I knew, or all the reasons I have for, I guess, doing things I do. I mean, I'm sure you said about anyone with a special diet or habit. If you knew all the reasons they have for doing it, you might think it's crazy not to do it. Like, I'm gluten free, and you say, oh, that's crazy. But no, if you knew all the reasons I have for being gluten free, you think it's crazy not to be. Oh yeah, the Gnostic Mass. So, those people, I guess they kind of start a party after the Mass, after they eat their Eucharist. Um, I mean, I didn't really like the music. I thought it was kind of annoying. I guess when you're kind of growing up with stuff or you're surrounded by it, majority of the time you just adapt to it. Like, I think the one person brought their little kid, probably younger than 10, so she couldn't participate in the Mass. You have to be 18, but I could hear her kid, like, coughing because I guess they use a lot of incense in that Gnostic Mass, and maybe the smoke, like, I don't know. I sort of felt doing it, like, I felt like I just didn't feel good. Like, my throat, it felt like something was, I don't know, like I was sick or something, little, temporarily. So yeah, I guess I'm not gonna go to those things again. I mean, I figure at this point, what's the reason that I even go out? Because, like, with the internet, I got everything, meditation, I live right near a state park, nature, what more could you ask for? Um, oh yeah, and I feel like, I mean, a real foods diet, like the Brandon guy, I offered my, I made a flaxseed bread to take with me, which is just flax seeds. I used apple cider vinegar, baking soda, nutmeg, carrots. Yeah, that was it. 5 ingredients. Um, I took it as my Eucharist because, I mean, what they have is cakes of light when they aren't vegan and they have gluten in them, so I wanted to have my own, and they're always very accommodating. They let you bring your own. Um, and instead of wine, I had water. Some people said they wanted water instead of wine because no alcohol. It actually comes from alcohol, like the ghoul. There's a reason they call it spirits. Um, so yeah, I offered him my flaxseed bread, but Brandon, he said, no thanks. I want to try some of that over there. And I feel like a lot of people, they think my stuff might not look appealing, like my soul cakes, I bring them, and people think, oh, the other stuff, like the chocolate drizzle truffles or chocolate cake or, the zebra cake or whatever, the cheese or meat or I don't know cakes. Those things look more appealing, but I think looks can be deceiving. Like maybe to them it's really not doesn't taste as good like to me because you get used to this food and you just desensitize your stuff. Like eggs always they smell really really bad to me like sulfur. And, I guess I guess since people know that sulfur in rotten eggs are, well, even non-rotten eggs to me smell like sulfur, so, like, I just trust my senses that, okay, that smells really bad, so why would I put it in my body? I guess you could say the same thing about onions. Don't really eat onions. Um, And I brought my own water because I know they use city water and that's fluoridated. And I mean, I met this one guy who he knows his special diet is just don't drink any of the city water because it's poison. Um, I mean, I followed that, but his experiment was just pour out some city water onto a pan and heat it up until it's all evaporated and then at the end, if it's all water, it should all be gone. But then, if there's other stuff in there, you'll see the other stuff. So he told me to do that with my water, but he didn't know. I don't have city water. I'm lucky. I have very clean water. Um, God, what else? So yeah, she started coughing because of the incense, because I guess she isn't used to it. Maybe that means incense is sort of bad for us. Um, God knows. I think there's one guy who always brings his produce from him and his wife's natural garden or organic private garden, which is good. I mean, that's real food. I think a real food diet is definitely the healthiest because think about how most people are eating most of human history. It's like you're walking in the woods, you see it on the ground, you pick it up, you eat it. That's how it was most human society, most human history. But now I know there are like mushrooms and some stuff that'll kill you if you eat it, so be careful always. Um, or eat local, grow stuff. Actually know the person who made it. Like, I think that's very important when it's someone who doesn't know you, like a Starbucks barista. Maybe you actually know the employee, but if it's like a factory worker, then no, don't eat something that was made by someone you don't know. I mean, yourself, you know yourself, so I think that's the best food if you know yourself, so make your own food. Uh, um, what else happened at the Gnostic Mass? Um, just a lot of intoning, like I feel like y'all are just reading a script, which you literally are, and I mean, kind of feel like it's. I mean, everyone there is a parrot. People go to like organized religion. It's just you're a parrot. You're just. Most of the people are repeating the what the deacon or the priest says, and they don't really know what it means. Like I grew up going to synagogue and we read this Hebrew stuff, but I mean, no one there knows Hebrew, or most people don't. Like that's why there's some English translation, but I feel like it's just repetitive. Like, oh Lord, blessed are you, because you give us all the joy of life, and the foolish cannot grasp thus your wisdom, and uh, we will smite thee, because in their hands will be whatever. And I mean, it's just a bunch of words that maybe if you don't understand it, if you don't know the meaning, then what's the point? It's stupid. Like that's why I take Hebrew lessons on Duolingo. The app, like it's very very easy to educate yourself these days. I feel like most people don't like educating themselves. Like when you need to meditate, of course, like that rewires your brain, improves memory. Watch documentaries. Um, yeah, I feel like at this point, I read a book about people living in a wicked sanctuary, and one woman who stayed there said to the other woman that was visiting, one day you'll realize it's all just a bunch of stuff. So yeah, maybe it is all just like people go towards the Brass Light Source, which maybe not always like actual light like air, but also the things that seem the most attractive, or maybe would you rather go to, oh no, this Vesa thing, there's a trip going to Fiji, South Africa, Laos, or the Amazon. Everyone thinks Fiji, it's like where the tourist stuff happens, and yeah, so maybe you want to go to the most fun one, or you don't really know which. But I like the dark, secrets hidden in the dark, and because you don't know, things are. There could be very nice stuff hidden in the dark. I feel like when people start finding me, I want to educate them, but I tell them so much stuff, they often get confused. Or yeah, like the girl at party that they can start a conversation with. So if you have any comments about this, give me comments. Like, share this, I guess. Tell me what you think. Bye. Love you. Stay creative. Think outside the box. Meditate always. They said during the Gnostic Mass they talked about fasting a lot. Like I guess that was people like or feasting a lot. They talked about feast every day, feast for this day, and feast for this day. It's like, well, if you don't fast, what's the point of feasting?